Last time on Titan Trek, the search for low latency.
Mighty Clang, what have I done?
You've done what you always do. Mess up so colossally it is unrecoverable.
And now the conclusion.
Hello, greetings, engineers. Welcome back. No, really, the pod was fine after the restart because we did not actually disconnect from the server. It was just a server restart there. We were able to continue on doing a bit of scouting and collection. And then, of course, here we upgraded our mining ship to be this large grid version, which, of course, only leads to greater ability to gather and haul materials. And with that, we had to double down on refineries to handle that collection and get our assembler up and running. And now we're at the point where we can start planning for the long haul. So I've got a large hydrogen tank, the big cargo container here. Need to get a bunch more infrastructure together for this base. So let's go and get to it. With that said, you need to be on a recharge because it looks like we're draining. Fully depleted. Do a recharge here. That means I am pulling way too much stuff. Yes, I do like Christmas time, but I'm not getting what I want out of here. That's fully depleted. I need a storm, not a stall. The power problem I'm going to have pretty imminently. That is why when I lift off, I need to make sure I execute the stellar cartography project next. Hopefully I can find a good source of uranium, get that refinery, and then not have to worry about power anymore. But if I don't, I'll have to make a bunch of hydrogen engines and burn those, or set up some solar in the meantime, which isn't the worst thing to do, but at the same time, I'd rather have the uranium. It's just easier to work with. I am safe at the moment. I'm not going to lose anything. Shouldn't lose anything, I should say. Well, that's going to be good enough. Oh yeah, storm coming in? Alright, finally we got that last piece in place. Get this down. And we'll come over here and deposit that welder. But that's just about all we've got going on here. We'll wait till that jump drive finishes up and get a little charge in some of these other batteries while we're at it. But we should be good to go to launch. Just wait for that to be finished charging, and then we can head out. Around the base here, I know the previous recording was all messed up, so we can just do a quick spin around here. Got a lot of the stuff lifted off of the ground, and just sitting here waiting for this last little bit to get done. I guess I can finish disconnecting off of the ground, reallocate the various compartments, and then we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and work that while that jump drive charges. It should be about 7 minutes there. And then we can take off and finally escape from Titan. let's do it. Come over here and let's turn this refinery off. Off. Refinery X. Refinery X. Gonna drop some.
Inventory full.
I guess I had a hydrogen and an oxygen in there. It's okay, I got a bottle apiece. I'll probably be needing those anyways. This assembler. There we go. So my little base has turned into a sprawling outpost. I've got a bunch of thrusters, some cargo containers, my hydrogen tanks, and I am ready to go. The last thing that needs to come off of here is going to be these wind turbines, but I can just dump those as I start to take off, or even dismantle them in space, since they do have some resources in there and I'm kind of short at the moment. The next objective we're going to be going for is to build the stellar cartography project and the actual capstone ship. This little base amalgamation isn't the actual project. The final project's going to be too large to sit in a gravity well, or so I think, and I don't want to spend all day sitting around building a big ship down here. I will go and build it in space. We can continue our adventures from there. Alright, sun setting, finally take off. Got my bars set up, hopefully. Let's go ahead and take off. Jump drive set to go. Thrusters on full. Thrusters in all directions. Gyroscopes are ready. 3, 2, 1, let's blast. Hit P and everything falls apart. Used for parking, says no. Used for parking. No. Are you broken? Thanks, I guess. Okay, so yeah, and I need to convert to ship and then cross my fingers. There we go. Now I can take off with that sunset. Let's jam. Yeah, we didn't actually go very far. That was just a 5K jump. Not where I actually want to go. How much? What was that? Did the primary power generator just fall off my Guaram ship? The last thing that needs to come off of here is going to be these wind turbines, but I can just dump those as I start to take off, or even dismantle them in space. Oh! Yeah, well, I guess you're gone. Bye. I'm a fair distance away from where I was, and that's good because I'm going to start the stellar cartography project out here. And essentially, I'm just going to pick a direction and pick an asteroid for the center of the project, and then scout out everything from there. Most of these are about 5k away or so. Dang, that thing is either huge or it's nearby. Let's see. We'll just go over here. It's either huge or it's nearby. We'll find out. 5k blind jump. Let's go. Then I can take my smaller craft out and about to get a little closer to here. No way of telling what's actually on this. Ooh, we are maxed out for power. Let's go ahead and turn those hydrogen engines on. That'll give us a little bit of power, which is what we want because the gyros will not work without power. Set a small cruise over here. I'm not seeing any ores on the outside of this rock from here, but that doesn't mean that there isn't something somewhere else. Get a little bit closer, and then I can detach and fly my other craft around. We can go ahead, park it here. Get out from here, go hop in my other craft. Ore detector is on and maxed out. Well, it's going to suck if the first rock I stop at has absolutely nothing on it. Usually these rocks will have a couple of ores on them. At least one. 2 is common. None is kind of rare. It happens, but it is rare. So flying around, I'm not seeing a lot. But again, only half of this is actually in the sun side. Flying around that dark side there, I didn't see anything. This is a cool rock, though. Let's see what else we got. I'm not seeing anything visually, and my detector's still not going off. I'm going to go ahead and tack this off as nothing, but that's going to be my 0 point, the center, and there's nothing there, unfortunately. Okay, let's go redock back with our ship, and then we can go find another location to go to. Have anything on me, do we? Feel kind of heavy. Yeah, that's what I thought. We were kind of heavy. See, now that we're here, is this going to work out a little nicer for me? On. AI on. Flight behavior on. Task recorder on. Behavior on. Play. You gonna play? Woo, we are going pretty fast there, dude. You're not supposed to go more than 5. See if you're gonna want to do this for me. Doesn't look like it though. Now, what the problem is? AI off, AI off. Wow, okay. Go pick another asteroid to go to. That's my center. And we can head off in this direction now. How about a no? Let's get a 5K. A whole bunch of asteroids over here. That looks good for us. I'm not seeing anything on these guys. There's some iron over there, it might be. Not really what I want, but if that's what's here, that's what's here. We got some ice here. That's pleasant. Cartography project 01. Where is our center? Over there. That's 7. There we go. Let's see what else we have in here. Looked like there was some iron on one of these that I saw on my way in. Nothing there. I do see iron. So I'm going to actually call that rock, or rather these clusters of rocks, iron and ice. And that'll work for me. I don't need to actually pick up any of this iron. I just need to fly by, see what was here. Pretty interesting grouping though. Let's go head back to our ship. What do we have out here in space? Go catch this unknown signal. About 2.5, it pops up pretty immediately. That's something that's good to know for the search quests. Those used to be really difficult. You used to have to kind of look around and find the twinkling stuff in the background because the star field is fixed and the only things that would move would be grids and rocks. And grids would actually be kind of shiny. They would reflect the light a lot more as the sun moved around. So you used to have to do that by eye and just kind of pick a direction and hunt for the missing grid that you were sent out to search. But this is almost cheating now with the being in a ship of your own. The cockpit just kind of pulls it out and it's just like, oh, hey, yeah, this is what you're looking for, 2.5K out. In any direction, too. You don't even have to be looking straight at it. So the stellar cartography project takes a while to complete, and unfortunately it's not very entertaining moving from asteroid to asteroid, just looking for resources on them. It's almost as entertaining as actually gathering the resources themselves, but at least we have the visual effects. So that's what I've included in here, is just some of the highlights of finding those few ore pieces before we begin the capstone ship project. Until next time, go forth and build great things. See you then.